Hello friends and welcome to Mind Pyramid channel. So today we are going to talk about an amazing book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. Robin Sharma is one of the top 5 leadership experts and author of various best-selling books. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari is full of wisdom, inspired story which helps us in attaining an aim, encouragement and peace with ourselves. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and like the video. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari is about a fictitious character, Julian Mantle, who was a famous and successful lawyer. He had a big mansion, private jet, and a Ferrari. But even after having all the luxuries in his life, he was not satisfied. He wanted more money and fame, for which he used to work 18 hours a day, due to which he gave very little time to his family and got divorced as well. At the age of 53, he used to look like 80 years old. While attending a courtroom session, he had a heart attack and was immediately taken to the nearest hospital. And when Julian became conscious, doctor advised him not to exert himself since he is quite weak and won't be able to take the pressure. So he has to quit his job and live peacefully with what he has until now. And this gave him a lot of time to think and realize his mistake which he did in his life. And one fine day he took a bold step of selling everything and sold his mansion, private jet and even Ferrari. Then he started his journey in search of meaning of life and went to Himalaya, where all saints used to stay, and these saints were not normal human beings. They had the power of healing and they could live up to 150 years happily. Julian took few days to find a saint whom he told his story, and after listening to his story, saint took him to his secret village, and Julian started living with the saints in the village in search of peace and calmness. Seeing Julian's dedication and effort, Yogi Raman took Julian as his disciple and started teaching him on one condition, that Julian will teach the lesson what he learned here to the world. Yogi Raman started telling a story. Imagine you are sitting in a beautiful garden full of trees and flowers, birds are chirping. Garden is filled with lovely scents of flowers. You are enjoying your time in the garden. Suddenly you realize that there is a lighthouse in the middle of the garden, and door of the lighthouse opens and you see a sumo wrestler coming out of the lighthouse, and then the sumo wrestler started roaming in the garden. After some time he found a watch which, when he tried to pick up, slipped and fell off, due to which he became unconscious. After gaining his consciousness back, he saw a path made up of diamonds which takes the sumo wrestler to the part of the garden where he can get all kind of luxuries and happiness. And after walking for some time, sumo wrestler got disappeared. Listening to this, Julian asked the saint, "What kind of story is this? This makes no sense." The saint replied, "It is most important story because it covers 7 principles of life. The monk who sold his Ferrari explains about 7 virtues of life required for inner peace, joy and spiritual growth. Virtue 1. Master your mind. The first principle is associated with magnificent garden. The magnificent garden is a metaphor for our mind. We need to cultivate our mind like a gardener cultivates a beautiful garden. Sowing good seeds will eventually produce an amazing fruit, and flowers improve your quality of life by improving your thought. It is impossible to remove negative thoughts completely from your mind, but letting negative thoughts overpower you is equivalent to stop watering your plants and leaving all your trash in the garden. However, you can decide to substitute them with a positive thought. Positive thoughts like love and empathy. Subsequently, you should develop a sense of inner peace. It is important to have goal, but more important is to value the journey to reach the goal and appreciate what you have. We are living in a world where we are getting continuously bombarded with stimuli, and these stimuli gets embedded into our subconscious mind. We have to choose consciously what kind of information we want to allow into our mind. There is nothing called mistakes. Instead, merely it is a reason to learn from. Author encourages reader to reinforce self-appreciation and self-respect. Gratitude for yourself and the world will allow you to learn from every experience as you will be, constantly using them as a lesson. Author suggests a technique to master our mind. We should take a fresh rose and sit in a silent place and start staring at the center of the flower. Notice the color, texture and design of the rose. Your mind may wander away at first, but this is just a sign of an untrained mind. Do not worry about it. Gently bring back your attention to the rose. If you practice this form of meditation daily, you will become strong and disciplined. We can do this technique for 10 to 20 minutes on a daily basis. Sages who are enlightened with Buddhism have utilized this technique. Sages would stare into the water of a calm and still lake and envision their dreams becoming reality. Everything is created twice. First in the mind and then it is realized in physical form. We can visualize everything that we want to do or have. Virtue 2 is to follow your passion. Author uses the analogy of a lighthouse to explain the idea of following your passion. A lighthouse aims to show people the right direction. Similarly, we need to choose the right path in our lives. Happiness comes from achievement. However, without goal setting, you will not achieve anything. So find the purpose of your life. Make goals and write them down on a piece of paper. Unwritten goals are not actual goals. Humans have approximately 60,000 thoughts per day. Writing goals sends signal to the subconscious mind, suggesting this thought is more important than the rest of the 59,999 daily thoughts. Then the subconscious mind provides energy to carry out these goals. Discovering and then realizing in your life work brings lasting fulfillment. Set clearly defined personal, professional, and spiritual goals, and then have the courage to act on them. You have to do things that breaks your comfort zone. To follow your purpose, there is a 5-step method. Step 1. You have a clear vision of your outcome. Step 2. Create positive pressure to keep you inspired. Step 3. Never set up goal without attaching a timeline to it. Step 4. Stay with your goal for 21 days. Step 5. Enjoy the process. Virtue 3 is practice Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese method for improvement and optimization. This directly translates into continuous learning and improvement. This idea is most commonly applied to sumo wrestlers who have to be much disciplined to maintain their huge size and skill set. It's a process that involves optimization and incrementally improving in the crucial areas of your life like business and work. Suppose you master yourself and use the philosophy of Kaizen to guide you. In this case, you are well on your way to mastering external circumstances. Since success begins within and you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. Enlightenment comes through the consistent cultivation of your mind, body, and soul. Consistent cultivation means the development and optimization of your mind. The most effective technique for practicing Kaizen is doing the things that you fear. Consistently engaging with fearful activities will encourage the death of the fear altogether. There are 3 ancient rituals for radiant living. Ritual of solitude. Spend 15 to 20 minutes daily in silence. Ritual of physicality. Nourish your body through vigorous exercise. Ritual of life nourishment. Eat fresh vegetable, fruit and grains. Ritual of abundant knowledge. Read for at least 30 minutes daily. Ritual of personal reflection. Review each day and identify areas where you engaged with the wrong action. Learn from these wrong action and do not commit it the next day. Ritual of early awakening. Rise with the sun and improve your quality of sleep. Ritual of music. Play music when you are exhausted. Ritual of spoken word. Develop a positive self-talk habit. Ritual of cognizant character. Your habits combine to form your character. This character will determine your destiny. Ritual of simplicity. Live a minimalistic life and be content with it. Virtue 4 is power of discipline. The notion of discipline encourages you to consistently performing a small act of courage. Strengthen your willpower and courage, which will come by performing a small courageous task. The more you nurture self-discipline, the more it will mature. Willpower is essential virtue of an actualized life. Robin Sharma had a specific mantra which he suggested to chant 30 times a day. I am more than I appear to be. All the world's power and strength rest in me. And spend rest of the day in silence. Virtue 5 is respect your time. Time is most precious commodity and effective time management separates the successful and mediocre. Time slips through our hand like a grain of sand and never turns back. Time mastery leads to life mastery. Therefore, focus on your time priority. Procrastination is a habit which kills time. Hence, simplify your life down to essential activities. Respecting and paying attention to your time will allow to live your life to the fullest. You can follow ancient rule of 20. The ancient rule of 20 is similar to 80-20 principle that states 20% activities give 80% of result. You must try to incorporate these 20% of activities in your life to fully respect your time. Virtue 6 is selflessly serve others. The quality of your life is remained by the quality of your contribution to the society. To achieve wholeness, you should practice daily act of kindness and focus on your relationship with others. By elevating the life of others, you elevate your own life. This is a famous saying, there is always a little fragrance remaining in the hand of those who give flower to others. Virtue 7 is embrace the present. There are 3 techniques with which we can embrace the present. Live in now. Savor the gift of the present. Never sacrifice happiness for achievement. Savor the journey and live each day as you last. Stop being prisoner of your past and become the architect of your future. We rarely enjoy the current small positive moments. These moments are real diamonds of your life. Therefore, never sacrifice your happiness for achievement. Take time to watch your children grow and flourish. Best gift you can ever give your children is your love. Get to know your child. show them that they are more critical than the fleeting award of your professional career. Once you have discovered your high purpose, you can direct your energy into it. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari message is based on 7 virtues of enlightenment, and we can apply all these virtues in our life. If you learned something from the video, please hit the like button and comment below which part you like the most. Please share it with others who can use the summary, and subscribe to the channel. I will keep bringing more book summaries for you.